So Newcastle United 2, Banter Club Arsenal, Bottle Job Arsenal 0. Before we get into Kenny Ken's fan cam, and Kenny Ken looks like he's ready to explode, we are going to play a quick video from Werripy. Werripy is an online mental health website. So make sure if you suffer from mental health, depression, anxiety, or any form of social anxiety issues, confidence issues, etc., you do check out this website. 1 month for free. It does say 2 weeks. It is actually 1 month. After that, use discount code leegunner in the description. You'll get $4 off of the membership fee after that. $1 of that will go to the Gooner Crawl Trust. I'm going to play a quick 1-minute video. Then Kenny's going to let rip on this team. So we are going to play this video, people. Sit back and enjoy.
Werripy. Therapy wherever, whenever.
Hello and welcome to Know Yourself, brought to you by Werripy. Therapy wherever, whenever. In this 4-week course, you will learn how to indicate areas of inner conflict and distress and reflect on them. You will also learn about how different versions of yourself compete with each other to make you feel depressed. This course uses simple models to illustrate different psychological processes. At the end of each lesson, you will be able to draw a model of yourself and see how your depression and inner conflict has been created. We encourage you to take each lesson at your own pace. There is a lot to learn. Short videos and diagrams are provided to make the information easier to digest. Homework will be assigned at the end of every lesson. Also, please make the most of the week between the lessons by applying what you've learned and by doing the homework consistently throughout the week. Before you start this course, have some nice paper, some different color pens, and some tracing paper handy. So, without further ado, let's get started. Click on the tab below to proceed to the first week of the course, the objective and method theory.
Sorry, experienced streamer and all that. Kenny, take it away, mate. What was your thoughts on that shambolic performance tonight?
First and foremost, there's a lot of hypocrites amongst our fan base, and there's loads of hypocrites who are in our TV studios. Alan Smith had the audacity to say that if you said at the beginning of the season that Arsenal and Mick Arteta would have bitten your hand off for us to finish 5th, he would have bitten your hand off. Absolute garbage and absolute rubbish. And I'll tell you what, it's absolute rubbish. For the last 3 years, we've been playing Europa League football since 2017. And every Arsenal fan to a man, either at the grounds, social media, Twitter, Facebook, and even in their fan cams, have denigrated the Europa League. They said that the Europa League is an inferior competition, is where former great clubs participated in. Now, all of a sudden, we're supposed to accept the Europa League. Secondly, people say we've made an improvement. We haven't made an improvement. We didn't win a trophy this season. That's not improvement. And what about the fact that we lost 13 games this season? Is that an improvement? No, it's not an improvement. What happened to all these? The defence is better. We spent £50 million on Benjamin White. Benjamin White, whether he's injured or not, was an absolute disaster today. He was at fault for both the goals. And then let's talk about our dear manager, because this defeat is firmly at this man's door. We were the team that had a lot to play for. We had a chance to get top 4 football and even cement it today. So if you've just got battered by Spurs, and I mean battered by Spurs, and the top 4 situation is still in your hands, and you go there timid like that, there was nothing wrong with your formation, but your whole tactics was going to Newcastle, not playing on the front foot, and hoping to hit them on the break. Are you having a laugh, mate? The onus was on Arsenal because Benjamin White had a tight hamstring, because Gabriel had a tight hamstring, was for you to concentrate and be on the front foot and take risks and go on the attack, not play like that. Is this man some sort of a clown or something? People say that he's an experienced.
He looked lost, mate. He looked lost. What was his tactics? when we went
He
1-0
was
down.
so-
What did they do?
he was
Yeah,
so-
somebody put a great super chat in my comments.
Yeah.
Saying, don't be fooled by the illusion of him taking off defenders. Yeah, making it look like he threw the kitchen sink at it. Yeah,
He
that
didn't.
is all he did. He took defenders off to make it look like he was throwing everything at it. There was no game plan.
wasn't.
He looked off-made.
He wasn't. He was not using that. The fact is, he didn't do that. He played Smith Rowe, who looked like little Bo Peep out there, who basically didn't even know his left foot from his right foot. Who was so confused with what he was asked to do. Odegaard just had basically no one to pass to. Eddie Nketiah did he run his nuts on. Bukayo Saka is tired. You've overplayed him. You've overplayed him. All right. And let's go individually. You've got Tomiyasu, who clearly isn't fit, who got ruined by Sam Maximan. And if it wasn't Sam Maximan ruining him, it was Joe Linton, who couldn't score in a brothel. And then Callum Wilson, just come back from injury. He hasn't played for 140 days. Yet he was their man of the match. He absolutely battered Ben White all over the place. I want to apologise to you and Jez, because I've backed Ben White and I said that this guy's going to be a top-class defender. I'm sorry. That performance was unacceptable. I thought Crystal Palace was bad, but this was just unacceptable. Totally and utterly unacceptable.
Where do you think it went wrong, though? Because from the first whistle...
I'll tell you what it went wrong. From the manager's tactics.
What did you say to them to get them? Because they didn't look up for it, and that team had nothing to play for apart from their careers next season, yeah? Like, they were throwing their bodies on the line.
I'll tell you what's happened, right? Is that the players have emotionally been battered because of what happened at White Hart Lane or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Take your pick, whatever you want to call them. They both played at N17. He's trying to G him up, but basically he's got Eddie Nketiah, who probably could have done with a break, but we need him, and we need to play him on the right-hand side because he's the only player that can open the door. Martinelli who clearly is half fit. Smith Rowe has never been right since he had his injury. Granit Xhaka, and I want to go to Granit Xhaka because I'm sorry, you're not getting away with this, mate. You're not getting away with this, mate. Second game in succession where we've had opportunities to cement our place in the top four where we needed a leader. Don't try and run away from your responsibilities. Oh, because I don't hold the armband. I don't have to show leadership. Mate, don't try that. Your performance today was pathetic. Pathetic. This is the second game in a row, big game, where we needed you, where you basically don't need a shower. You might as well just go on a team bus and just change your football boots to trainers because you certainly didn't break a sweat, mate. You were pathetic. Once again, you left El Neni to do your job, to do two people's jobs, which you're doing practically all season with Partey, and which you did last season, and that's why Partey got blamed for your ineptitude. And then you've got another situation that when he brings on all the attackers, as you astutely mentioned, he wasn't throwing the kitchen sink. What he was doing is basically giving the game to Newcastle, because by having all these attackers, all Newcastle had to do was block the ball, win the ball in midfield, and just play through past.
Great.
Yeah. It was like there were 2 and 3s. If also for Aaron Ramsdale and Gabriel in the first half, we lost back 6 today. That's why I'm so angry.
It could have been 6.
That's why I'm so angry. It's not the fact, right, that Newcastle beat us. They battered us. This is worse than Spurs. Spurs went on easy on us. These lot didn't. The only reason why I repeat, they didn't thrash us is because of Aaron Ramsdale. We got ruined. We got battered. We got battered by a team that was in the relegation places until they got new owners and Eddie Howe came along. This is a team. We're meant to be a team that is going for the top 4, that we're playing this beautiful football. We're the youngest squad ever, yet we produced this. And then the next excuse, which I want to bash and hit for 6, was the fact we got a finished squad in the Premiership. We've got a younger squad. Well, whose fault is that? Mikel Arteta's. And I'll tell you why it's Mikel Arteta's fault. Because Mikel Arteta is the team manager, which means he's on a transfer committee alongside Edu, Per Mertesacker and Vinay, which means he had a say in player recruitment this January. But he decided to go along and say, let me save some money and get the troublemakers out of the squad and thin our wage bill, because I think we might fluke Champions League, and then you'll not be able to give me a war chest in January when Mikel Arteta should have been negotiating and trying to get some bodies in because the squad's so thin. He was negotiating his contract in America, and then as soon as we get fifth and it's fifth place and it's assured, they go and announce his contract, which means all along that Arsenal is all about Europa League qualification. Well, I'm sorry. That's not good enough for this football club. Top four's not good enough for this football club. Why was I going on marches to get rid of Arsene Wenger? Because I wanted Arsenal to be a team that is competing for league again. You think I'm going to accept this rubbish? You're having a laugh. I'm not going to accept. I'm going to now.
The excuses are already coming out, Kenny. Of like you said about Alan Smith. Oh, we never expected they would have ripped your arm off for fifth. No,
but it's not Alan Smith. It's not Alan Smith.
That's great. When you're sat fourth, with 4 games to go, with a game in hand over Tottenham, and now you're fifth and 2 points behind them. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. It's not about Alan Smith. What about all the other podcasters out there? They're meant to be screaming for change and meant to be putting a football club out, because guess what? For some reason, they found themselves in a position where they are now the voices of the club, just as much as the Arsenal Supporters Trust. And all they're doing is bigging up this manager and saying, "Oh, he's doing a good job. He's improved us. Improved us. He's improved. He's got you into the Europa League, a competition you used to moan about.
The competition is lost twice, by the way.
And you call it, and you
to the former manager and to Olympiacos. And not only that, we've conceded 3 goals less than Burnley, right? And we're only 4 goals behind Unai Emery's for only full season. When we had Lichtsteiner, Mustafi, Socrates, Monreal, Leno, Mustafi, Bellerin, But he's fixed the defence and he's done 160 million on defenders, mate.
What I do not understand. What I don't understand is that I've been castigated for saying we called Standard FC and the Rat Army. Well, the fact is, this manager shortcomings came to roost in 90 minutes of football. Let's call it 96 minutes of football. And as we speak, Granit Xhaka is gone out to explain himself. I won't put the volume up because I don't listen to Martian or bullshit. I got a deaf ear when I listen to bullshit. So I'm not going to put I'm not going to play you his interview because I know it's going to be one excuse after the other. And by the way, he doesn't look like he's sweating, does he? Useless player.
Mate, Unai Emery got 71 points in his only full season for this football club. The most we can get is 69. Yeah, but 250 million quid spent. Sack him right now.
Even a situation. This should not be seen as success. This is a failure. We have not won a trophy. We're not playing in the premier competition in Europe, which means we're going to find it very difficult to recruit players. But I'll tell you one thing, just because we're going to find it difficult to recruit players, we better make sure we do, because we need 6 or 7 players. 6 or 7 players, and we need to find them. If we can't get plan A, which is the players who want to play in Champions League, there are loads of excellent players around Europe and in this league playing right now who would die for this shirt and who can take us to another level. We don't have to shop in all right, we won't be able to shop in Harvey Smith, but we still be able to shop in like in Oxford Street still. So we still got to be able to get players. Don't use it as an excuse that because we're in the Europa League, we won't be able to recruit. We've seen that we've been able to recruit. But right now, I'm so angry. I'm so angry with these players. The reason why I'm angry is because I predicted this was going to happen, and I hated saying this. I was complaining when we beat Chelsea, Man United, West Ham, and Leeds. And I said that these performances are not sustainable. And the reason why I said it was sustainable, because we were making elementary mistakes in these games, and they were going to come back and bite us. And the last 2 games, North London Derby and Newcastle, our mistakes have come back to bite us. And that's why. And the worst thing about that is that these hypocrites were castigating Unai Emery for games we were winning when we were making elementary mistakes and say it's not sustainable. Well, his fellow Basque is doing the same thing and playing the same football. How did you guys feel? How did you guys feel 3 years ago when Granit Xhaka committed that foul when we beat Brighton? We ended up in the Europa League. I hope you feel the same way. because
Oh,
it'd
they
be
won't.
quite
Though.
hypocritical.
They won't.
You
Though.
don't.
They won't because that's what they do. But Kenny, listen, we'll save the rest of this for the player ratings, mate. Yeah, because I know you're on one. Yeah, and rightly so. But listen, thank you, mate. Appreciate you coming on, and give us about half an hour, and I'll send you the link. Yeah,
Definitely.
Oh,
I'm too
man,
angry.
I'll
I'm
tet
very
her out.
angry.
I'll tet her out.
Always.